complete abandonment of the A area now from Renegades, and nobody in mid either. Adren starts to make his way towards top mid. There's no one close enough on A to find out if anybody's even there. James wondering, Buster looking back towards these windows once again. We've got a first grenade in. James flash off the position, but Buster will hold for now. He sees Gratisfaction, sees the bomb, and James delivering as well, but not for long.
It looks like they should be able to get the bomb down in time, but there's still a retake to be worrying about. Avangar are now coming in from every single angle, every single position. Catwalk, market, B apartments. Well, maybe not B apartments anymore. JKS deals with that one quite handily as Sanji pushes his way forwards from Catwalk. Kika now gets a look in from the market door, going for the engagement, finds himself Jacob. There's one more to go on the bomb site itself. Kika trying to find Gratisfaction, trying to get him to commit to a peak, but they're just delaying. They know that they can win this with time, if nothing else, and there goes the fight for Sanji. Kika committed around the corner, trying to find these players again. They know it's all about time right now, and Kika is running out of it as he tries to push the fight, but he knows he can't do this. The respect there for Renegades. The reload comes in, he can't get the fight. The knives are out, but the round has been won by Renegades.
Kika will hold on to his Kevlar, but not the round.
Just trying to work out exactly where the majority of these Avangar defenders actually are and what they're carrying, but what they've seen so far is Kika with an eagle, and now they know where they are. JKS is going to face brave stuff, and everybody for Renegades stays alive.
Vanguard didn't have the positions to use those HE grenades. Maybe some can be collected. James doing a little fishing. Maybe he'll hold on to his deagle and these HE grenades. Jacob hunting, looking to make some bonus money, but the 2-0 is a good start for Renegades. The buy's not too far away though for Avangar, so we'll see what they can do. Continue to surprise us after a back and forth start, a bumpy road, it's fair to say, Avangar. Speaking of surprises, Renegades as well. Really peak performance at the moment.
Ooh. That's a good find, isn't it? Can he keep it going though? He's got no Kevlar, that aim punch. Oh dear, makes it rather difficult. I'm not sure what
across the board though for Avangar, which could be an issue. Really spot the players jumping out, he will. Perfect stuff from James. Knows the angles of aggression, and that's exactly what Avangar need. An unanswered frag early when they've got no, really have to be careful about the apex of your jump, and that is perfectly timed. Maybe he got some kind of cue. Got the MP9, he had the jump, but not the best weapon for the job. Gratisfaction takes his face off. Buster's in a good spot, hasn't got a crossfire. His teammate can't really play off him just yet. There's 29 seconds on the clock, and there's pressure for Renegades. They don't have the man advantage. Adren's position is known now, but this is buying time for the CTs to rotate. There's nowhere to plant the bomb just yet. JKS with a two-man spray down. The garden hose is out, and now James is alone, 1v2.
It's not just alone 1v2, he has no Kevlar, no nades. He has to be absolutely perfect. Gets the leg, they're both down low. Swaps out for the M4. Liaz and JKS are so low. James can do this, even though he has no Kevlar, but JKS playing the head. Kika looking away for the flashbangs periodically, waiting for the moment. Has to pick perfect timing, the lineup comes through. Gets a double off the CZ. James with that scout doing lethal damage as well. Two players left here now for Renegades on the bomb site as the spray comes through. They still need to get the bomb, and they have time to do it, but there's so much pressure on them here.
Vanguard slowing things down. They don't need to fight to the death at the moment because the bomb needs to get planted, and that's to their advantage. They're buying time for Buster. He's racing into Palace. Renegades, what can they possibly do? They can't rotate because they give up all the weapons. They have a rough idea of where most people are, and that's information they can try to use, but they're running out of time. There's 20 seconds on the clock. There's a triangle of doom. They're surrounded from all positions. Jacob with a grenade in his hand. Buster's gone past Jangle already, and that is the round there. Has to be the round, surely. Has to doing what he can, but he can't. With one smoke.
But into the next one we go, and Renegades have a buy. They don't have too much utility behind it, but there's a fast play up Catwalk. Jacob is going to go down. James looking for that fast play up Catwalk. He'll control the flow of Renegades players as they try to make their way through onto some better map control, but now it's just Azza here in this position. Ooh, has a slight gap to work with. Can't find the frag though. And Renegades will take control of this A bomb site, but they are taking their losses as well.
The bomb is in a very, very forward position. There's time on the clock, but there is not personnel. James delivers again, looking sharp as well. JKS, the last man standing, 1 versus 4. He has time to do this. He has an AK-47. He can pop heads, but it won't be easy. They don't know where he is. You can see that because Buster's looking top mid at the moment. Will not reveal his position just yet. Looking for some elevation to see over some of the boxes to get some information. Now he may need to concede his position. The CTs give him nothing just yet. Jumps off the boxes quietly, releasing the crouch button after falling off. Needs his first engagement. Sees an elbow. Now all the information is known. Switches out for the creek. 40 seconds. That bomb is in such an exposed position. He has a flash and that's about it. Throws it towards James' position. He might not even know it's James. All he's seen is an elbow. There's the first engagement. 1 versus 3 now. 30 seconds remain. Found another piece of utility. Keeps James blind for the time being. But there's a player on top of him. Buster's baiting. Sanji does the job.
Absolutely critical. Great start from Avangar. Great start from James. And Renegades indeed. Just a single flashbang. The dream flashbang. Can they get the bomb down? That's their objective.
Palace burst, you can see Avangar, they know their advantages, they'll play distance, they will abuse their range. The bomb is not going to be planted. Great patience from Kika. He wants the source. Can he find a second player? He can. They're lining up for him and there they both go. That is the round over.
Yeah, that has to be it. They're carrying so much right now. There's a full 5-man squad over on the B bomb site. And at this point, it would be suicidal. And you're right, James. So this is worrying. So this is really interesting because...
At this point.
Yeah, there's definitely something. It's going to be interesting to see if that happens again. They're going to see what he can find. You can see that they smoked off the Molotov, and that again creates a gap. James abuses that gap, picks up the kill onto Azza.
How's he managed to do this? Has he been spotted? We see Liaz backing off. Oh, we've seen his arse. The Brazilian butt lift is not going to pay off for him. And it's going to leave Gratisfaction and JKS now in a 2 versus 5.
At least didn't see him, and that's now what do you do? Gratisfaction, JKS in a desperate situation. There is some time, of course, but they know where Gratisfaction is. Now, JKS will take down Kika, and they've made their way onto the site. There might even be a plant in it here for Gratisfaction. He's just got to risk it. He's got to go for it. And indeed, that's what's going to happen. The plant behind Triple as the CT side start to rally themselves, and Gratisfaction, it's a 2 versus 4. Plays have to be made, and here comes a big one off the flashbang. That is not bad for Renegades. There's a chance in it here for them off this plant.
This is a really slow retake from Avangar. You can see Buster getting into position, but Adren is still in the short position. JKS is made for these kind of situations. He splashes his teammate in, but Buster is there. Stereo frags for Avangar.
Once again extinguished the connector Molotov, but he can't find the shot just yet. He goes for it again, and a big punish from Gratisfaction. And there might be more if Buster gets too curious, and he does, and he's dead.
So much risk taken there, definitely outstaying his welcome. You just got to looking to do more damage. The barrel of his gun is going to be seen by Sanji. There'll be a ding-dong and that's over.
The Adren can get some value here. They don't... How far will they go? Will they peek this? Well, looks like they know where Adren is. There's an AWP there, so they'll be safe playing in a position here where you can see JKS, but it's a nice little pickup for Adren at the end of the round. Damage, but not the kill, and the kill is what he wanted. And now Renegades have that mid control. Sanji's getting aggressive. My God, he just goes for it. That's insane. I don't know how he converts that, but he does, and Buster does as well. Now Renegades are in hot water.
Surprise! And the second AWP is on the B bomb site. James has the window shot. He'll avoid the flashbangs, and it's 5 versus 1. Jacob's alone now. And again, they had to win this round. No bomb plant, very likely. Their money's gonna suck. He's got to do some damage, but nothing doing just yet.
Kika has to be careful not to overcommit, but he needs to hold on to CT. Renegades want to get CT if they possibly can. They need more forward position to deny the retake. That's not bad, is it, from Kika? Gets himself a second. And now Renegades down to 3 players, but they've got the bomb down. But it gets worse, because in comes Sanji from the flank. When you thought you were safe, when you thought you had a chance, Sanji is looking absolutely deadly. Picks off another one, and now it's up to Liaz in a 1 versus 4.
Just waiting now. Maybe the best he can hope for is damage. The grenades are coming his way. There's one. Can he find some more? It's a very tight position. They were lining up for him, but he couldn't do enough.
The Eagles can't really do much without utility. That's not bad. That's not bad.
James will still hold the position. The bomb hasn't been seen just yet, at least not on the A bomb side. It's moving away from B at present. They've got a pick there, so if they're fast, maybe they have a chance. Maybe it's the gauntlet run now. If you look at the position of Adren, he's in CT spawn. He hasn't gone through jungle in case there was a boost, which means that support's going to be hard to come by for James unless the CTs try to cross the triple. Buster's in. He's got an AWP through connector, so James safe from that position. He can focus on default, and it should still be impossible to plant the bomb unless there's another pick. There's Buster activating as Gratisfaction makes his way over. Now Adren will take the position of James. And then there was Liaz, 1 versus 3, forced forward towards that triple position. He doesn't have the bomb, it's by default, but maybe he has a chance to win the round. 29 seconds, he has Kevlar, he's got 40 HP. He's got position to plant the bomb now.
Uh-oh, this is getting very scary. It's more than damage done. They're threatening to win the round. Liaz with this Deagle. Looking extremely focused. Buster, he can't afford to miss, but the plant has to come in. Lias can't be faking this. He needs to get the plant. That's time for Buster to move in. The nade does the damage, but James straight into mid again, as we've seen him off to do, trying to find a gap there. Kika, he's going very deep here. JKS has to react, and Adren tries to trade it. That play's not worked out. Now James has to deliver. He whiffs the first shot, the flashbang comes in, makes his life more difficult. Looking to see if there's going to be trades hit. The utility usage from Renegades pushes Avangar all the way back. And Avangar, they have questions.
Seriously be going for this Avangar. It would be absolutely wild. Buster's been taken out. Surely it's time to fall back. Fishing for something, and now Azza makes his way towards that mid position, having cleared out B. Sanji goes low. Two Renegades as opposed to Avangar's own game. If you're on a T side and you can force CTs to respond to you rather than play their own game, as Avangar like to do, then that can certainly help. But James is still an issue in this connector position. That was the close one. You could see the pixel gap towards the B bomb site. You do not walk peek those angles for a reason. He's learned the hard way. You can see the bomb is in the apartments at present to be collected by JKS in this 3 versus 5.
Maybe that's a lapse of focus there, James. They have been seeing those double ops out on Avangar frequently, especially from that B position. James looking back into middle here. Avangar staying active, but Azza, he could turn the tide, he could make the difference. Picks up a frag, and that will make things a little bit easier here. But there's 30 seconds to go. They have to get the bomb into B. It's the only option. Azza tries to push forward. There has to be a trade. There's the trade. It's JKS moving into the B bomb site. JKM playing to kill the rotation there from the jungle position. This is key. Both players have to perform here. JKM's down. All on JKS now.
2 rifles and the AWP. It's just about winning the round at this point, although the money is low, but that has to be the priority. You can spray that position from the window. James could actually shoot if he knows his lineup. That's a very nice grenade. They've got time, they're patient. Kika ready and waiting. Spotting one player jumping up. That's the bomb as well. That's all the information they need. Full rotation coming in now for Avangar.
There it is, trying to keep themselves in a position where Lias can be pushed this CT spawn position. They have to gain some ground, they have to get some kills. They need to create the space, but now they have to play defensively. That's not bad though. Gratisfaction picks up one. The bomb needs to get planted still, however, and it's not looking good. They're trying to create cover with all of the spray, but there's a stalemate at this point. Oh my goodness! You can't jump that. Gratisfaction with the punish. That is a turning point perhaps, but James has the AWP himself and he's got great coverage. James, there's nowhere for them to go to plant this bomb. Every angle's covered.
Sanji jiggles and he sees JKS. JKS is carrying the bomb. That's the crucial information. No grenades left for Renegades. It has to be the hard way. Waiting to punch the curiosity, Sanji. He's a brave soul, he always is. James moving into a more forward position. Adren got tagged to 15 HP earlier on. Oh, the flames up. JK's got to go forward. He's got 6 HP in 13 seconds, but there's a huge headshot. He's alone now. He's alone, 1 versus 2. Both the CTs are too far away to find both frags. Almost getting Adren. Now he's got to commit to it. Will there be a spray? Sanji's out in the open, but it's too late. Adren got a US.
Renegades, because they have some decent presence on the bomb site. We see that classic crossfire between JKS and Lias. Is it going to pay off though? There's the flashbang, still good enough. They will be free to get the headshots. JKS annihilates 2 players. The executioner, JKS, on the B bomb site, cleans up the opposition, and it doesn't seem like there's much left to do here for Adren. He is stuck in the B apartments. There's nowhere to go, and Azza...
It pays for itself. 300 for 3. Oh! Oh man, it's too early. This is not past the watershed. It is Germany though, after all. That's a very quick anti-eco, and Renegades make their way to 8. Thank you, Mr. Sliggy. Still a 1-round lead for Avangar, but again, this is the first buy round in the second half. Jacob gets taken out, pushing the Palace position. Buster
from Palace, and there to be a trade fragger as well. This could be huge right now. Buster going for the first kill. The trade is not there. Great performance from Azza, and right now Renegade still wary of an A push, and this is the timing window for Avangar to get into B, and it is completely open. It has worked.
They have to take market though. They can't just sit on the site. They need a forward position. They need a tight choke point. They have no idea. They're taken by surprise that no one is on the B bomb site whatsoever. But so far they're all holding on the site. Sanji delivers a smoke grenade towards that short position. They're assuming someone is maybe in market, maybe waiting for a rotation, so they haven't gone for a market push, feeling it was too risky. But this is going to allow Renegades some position. That said, Renegades are all coming in from the same position. Avangar don't know that, so they will worry about short, they'll worry about the apartments. This is going to be a ropey push from Renegades, trying to create some space with some grenades. Easy for a Renegade, he can spread that position, but not if all your teammates are dead. Azza with 12 HP, just trying to do some exit damage, but he's going to die. So he's going to lose a lot of money himself. And, ooh, is he going to get away in time?
Ooh, it's going to be close, isn't it? Azza. Ooh, it's
he's a man that can't throw it. Will it be towards the site? Oh, it's being deployed. There's a huge gap by the bench. Stanji will take advantage of that. Bomb being planted again. James is still lurking in a mid position. The bomb's been denied, though. They've got to get it planted soon. They have to, but maybe James will activate now.
Uh-oh, things are getting really dangerous. The smokes have gone. That was the cover to plant. This bomb site is so exposed, there's no place to actually plant safely at this point. They have to frag out, or they have to rotate out, one of the two. And it looks like they're going for the frags here. Taking the aim battles. Spray comes through for Buster, but it's only going to be one hit. It's looking like it's all Renegades. And indeed, JKS shuts it down with a kill onto Kiko.
Into mid in case there's a fast play there, but Avangar are focused on the A bomb site. They haven't quite found themselves with the perfect buy just yet. It will be a fast one after all. A ding-dong from a Dren, and they will continue to press forward. Jacob's got nice angles though, and very good aim.
Good stuff though. Jane will trade. That does allow his teammates to push forwards for a bomb plant. But again, got to make it happen before the smokes go away. Gratisfaction has an angle if they were to plant towards triple. Going for the spray though, knows that they're going for the default plant. Up on top of Ticket, you don't expect this. Jane from high, but Gratisfaction will spot him from the stairs position. That's absolutely key. Big risk there from Jane, and it doesn't pay off. But still, there is a chance. Sanji's remaining with a rifle. Buster on a deagle. It's not going to look good, but they could maybe find a way here.
Buster's in a really hard spot. He's kind of stuck in sandwich. If he goes forward, he's seen from triple. Sanji to trade, he finds two, but he cannot. So far, so good in that respect, but there's a smoke. That's it for Renegades. No support flashes, nothing. They've got to frag out.
And JKS in a key position, but Gratisfaction as well, working that AWP like a dream from triple, and it just gets worse for Avangar because JKS activates as well from the shadow position, and now Kiko, he's not really got anywhere to go, and it's up to Jane, but he just has to try to maybe even keep this AWP alive, try to do some amount of damage. They can't leave this round with no damage. Great flick, but the punish is guaranteed for JKS.
Gratisfaction in the connector position. I told you he was aggressive, man. He's maybe got the rabies or the bar salts. I don't know. Either way, he'll get the opening kill, but maybe his timing was off a little bit. No support for him in a mid position, and against an eco, you can't be making these mistakes when you have a chance to make it to grand finals.
Yeah, and James giving Renegades a bit of the Azza treatment with that push through to Market. This could be a huge play. Now, his teammates have to survive whilst he makes this one happen, because if everybody goes down, James' position doesn't become nearly as impactful, of course, so here it is, and he might just get a gun from this as well if he can get the kill into Liaz, and it looks guaranteed. He is waiting for it. There it is, makes it guaranteed, but oh dear, he can't pick up the gun. Azza's blocking that. This is a problem. Azza is a huge problem from this position. The longer he stays alive, the more trouble Avangar are in. Yeah, and in comes the reinforcements.
Yeah, it's risk for Azza as well. He can't just try and stop everything because he's got to play for the round and not necessarily the position. JKS is here, but the bomb has been planted. Let's not forget, that was an eco for Avangar. So that's a great success. They get two frags, they plant the bomb around the corner. That's quite smart, because if they were waiting to pop flash somebody from top mid, but again, you can't make these errors, man. You can't just take that position for free. Too hungry in that mid position. Once again, he's been punished.
You can see, he tried to flash his way into the angle, but perhaps you want a teammate to go for that flash. You can peek it more quickly. Either way, Renegades a little bit desperate here. J-Chem looking to defend the boost over the top of the smoke and Buster. See anything? Oh, just barely not. This boost all over the place here. One towards Catwalk. It looks like Renegades will have a superior boost, and they're not looking too bad here, but James will find a way to bring an advantage back into Avangar's favor, and Kiko starts to work into the A bomb site. JKS though, he's got a feeling, his intuition has been sparked. He knows something might be up here. He's in a key position to hold onto this bomb site for Renegades.
Avangar know there were two players towards B because of the boost, so time is on their side. If they can push with good time and win the duel, and Dren punishes the rotation, JKS taken out. Again, so important on the A bomb site, good position, but he can't make it work on this occasion. That leaves Liaz from B. Again, they know that second player was towards the B bomb site, and Avangar finds success on A. A very interesting exchange with multiple boosts around the mid at the same time. But again, the frags go the way of Avangar. They have the information, they know where the biggest weakness is, and they seize the A bomb site.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the boost convention in middle, and I think it's still unfortunate. I think that play from Gratisfaction, I wonder how effective that flash was, because James didn't seem to come off the angle, so maybe that flash actually just completely missed. It looked improvised.
Yeah, again, I think we've seen unnecessary risks from both snipers around the mid position, outstaying the welcome in mid, not having support from the team, being patient around the rest of the map. Jay moving through mid, but this is a big situation. But Sanji's looking for it now. He's facing this direction, but he's got the MAP1. I told you, the MP9 and MAP1, it's like he doesn't have rifles in his menu.
Oh, and there it is, a punish from JKM. He manages to find himself that flank, and as for the MP9, all fall as well. The SMG's not having much luck, and all of a sudden.
Me, I really feel like there's no bad choice between these two teams. It really is 50-50, and seems to be at the moment. Avangar have found a way to win rounds in the second half.
And I think, honestly, that's a huge win. That's a huge win. Renegades have found a way to steal a gun for themselves for the next round. That's huge win. We'll see if it comes to pass. That AK is instrumental in this next round as far as damage is concerned.
JKS also leading in enemy splash.
Down on this mid push in some respect.
Do Renegades feel inclined to make a forward play somewhere? Maybe with the B player or something. They've got to feel nervous about this. The grenades continue to come in. Jacob, only good for one. Azad looking to deliver, but he'll get taken out. Kika, impact frags. Renegades faction won't fight to the death. 4 bullets, rotates away. 3 versus 3. They need that personnel up. Sanji lurking towards the B bomb site. There's potential to split now if Adren can make his way into the apartments. We've got James lurking. Renegades faction takes one to the face. Now Liaz has a lot to do. Sanji's creeping alone. Maybe the bomb's been spotted, but perhaps not. Is he going to keep going? Liaz might actually have the jump on him. Sanji, does he check his position? No, he doesn't, but he's alive for now. That's the information, though. But JKS is so far away. He's just standing at Palace, and he's not really rotating just yet. Surely that's a bomb on the radar. Surely he's got to go for it, but it might be a lurker. Liaz has so much to do. He's playing time. He needs that rotation. JKS is still not coming just yet. 19 seconds to plant the bomb. Sanji's creeping, but James out of nowhere.
To try to make this clutch a reality as James and Sanji make this painful. They try to go for the double peak, but the timing's not perfect. James dies! And JKS, has he got time?
They won't need it, that utility. Liaz is moving forward in B apartments, actually. That's really important. That's what you need when you don't have many grenades to play with.
This is a big setup, though, on the A side. Renegades are very committed here. They need to make the frags happen. They know they don't have utility to retake, so they have to stop the bomb from even going down. That's the objective. Grandis faction gets caught, but they are distracted, and the lineup comes in, but it's now down to JKS again, looking to be an indomitable force, but finally Sanji will take him out. It's 2 players left for Avangar as they edge their way back onto the bomb site. These duels are important. Time is being bought. Adren, he's got to sprint all the way. He's got to pick up that bomb as they can play the time.
The only place he can plant the bomb is on the side of triple. That's it. That's his only chance. It's either that or go for the 1 versus 1. It is a game of chicken. As they're moving forward, Adren's got no idea. He knows the play. There he is. The plant is there for Avangar, but the round is here. Through connector again. Jacob and JKS, the double J, the jugs. They're so important to defend A for Renegades.
JKS has been an absolute juggernaut. Oh, the lineup for JKM is absolutely disgusting. He gets a triple straight away, crippling the push. Avangar just have James and Kika, and they don't have time. This bomb plant has to go down. James won't be stopped. Kika takes control, defends CT, and now it's down to Liaz and Grandis faction on the way back in. They have no utility. Liaz is on an MP9, swaps out for the M4. In they go. James spots it as he crosses over towards Ticket. And Keycode is there as well. They have to find the perfect timing. James on the crouch. Grandis faction takes it down. Keycode is all on James now. All on James. Has to pick the perfect moment. Looking for it, and he gets it. That's the bomb diffuser down, and now it's just 1 more to go. Grandis faction. He tried to hold his nerve. How far is he willing to go? Well, it looks good enough because Adren's going to walk straight into his crosshair, and he falls back, and I'm sure there's a big grin. That'll be on his face a bit later, because that was a free one.
Grandis faction does what he wants, damn it, and most of the time it works, and what a time to do it. Avangar low on utility, Renegades low on utility, but high in personnel. Buster taken out. Finally, there's something from Avangar. Both teams had to come into this one confident. Kika gets a very important frag from Palace, falls away before Grandis faction can take revenge. And the bomb's not being spotted. Currently moving through T-spawn towards the A bomb site. There are still 2 players in B for Renegades, but one is slowly moving towards that jungle position. Avangar looking to burst from the Palace. Grandis faction's close. He's playing shotgun mode.
Oh no.
He's playing Left 4 Dead that.
Oh no. He's got no. There's no way that he can kill 3 players here. He will drop down into the shadow position, but time is really of the essence again for Avangar. They're going to have to go for it. Flick shot doesn't connect, but Kika certainly does. And now it is a very very hard retake for Renegades. Their money is in the bin, James. They've got no money.
It is.
Renegades have no money.
It's in the sewers of Overpass. It smells of ammonia and bin juice.
I think we might be looking at an overtime here, unless something goes horribly wrong for Avangar in the next round.
Again, Renegades have won 3 rounds in a row, all by defuse, and they haven't had many people standing. Their loss bonus is minimal, and they have an MP9 and an M4A4. So I think it's a really weird scenario, though, because the Avangar have got to know they've got a huge advantage, but they might overplay that. They might start to play slow. They might start to use a clock until it becomes an enemy. So there may be chances for Renegades, because Avangar have got to look multi-rank. He's got an M4, and Gratisfaction is the first one to fall. A good start for Avangar, a very good start indeed. Does that encourage a push? You'd expect Avangar to rotate elsewhere. We'll see how Renegades respond to that. They're moving away from the ramp, but again, Jacob's only got a Desert Eagle, and now he's dead. The rifles remain with the MP9.
JKS is still alive with an AK-47 though, James. If Azza can hold this position, and he looks like he might be able to do so, takes down Buster. Maybe they'll go towards the A bomb site where JKS is, and it looks like they may be thinking about that. They still have all the options available to them. This smoke is very annoying. You don't necessarily want to push that. You have the advantage, you have the numbers. Take it easy, the smoke goes away. Avangar start to flow through onto that A bomb site now, but JKS, he lurks around the corner, having an incredible display of skill so far, but Sanji has a better position. He'll shut him down, and Avangar!
A fast round, the smoke grenade is up on B early from the CT side. Hazard just walking out there, not expecting Avangar to be in the underpass. James almost looked away. I did wonder what was going to happen there, but here we are. An early 5 versus 4 for Avangar.
Yeah, that's a huge opening kill to find, and I mean, it's just the dream situation. If you're a caller, you get that really fast pick. And look at this, we get the double down move from Renegades. They have to take a big risk to try to mitigate the disadvantage they're working with. They try to play for info, and they'll get the information, but they won't have the bodies towards the bomb site, and I don't know if they'll find rotation in a timing that will allow them to do much. Unless somehow JKS finds something, but he's in ticket, playing a retake position. Okay, he's going past the smoke. He's looking to do big damage. It's all on JKS. If he can get 2 to 3 kills, that's what he needs to try to save this. There's a chance. There's number 1. There's number 2. JKS moves around the side of default, but he'll finally be taken down. Has he done enough, though?
There's a gap for Liaz. He's had a quiet game so far, but he might just see a Dren. He's forced away by the flashbang. That could have been everything, but it ended up being nothing. In the meantime, Jacob is flanking. He's towards that A ramp position. Gratisfaction with Graves towards CT for his teammate. Sanji's been taken out. The flank has been activated. Now the remaining players of Avangar are in a sandwich, and that sandwich does not taste very nice at all. Buster, 1 versus 3. Needs to make a forward play. Don't know where he is just yet. Gets his bell rung though. 10 HP for Buster. Switches out for another rifle. 16 bullets, but they won't matter. Gratisfaction will get that final kill.
There's nothing just yet, but eventually there will be. Avangar take 2 players through underpass first.
Look at that HE. HE is juicy, and it's going to get worse. Surely there's a trade from window. Indeed there is. But Avangar are the ones who are one to the good. Jacob's at the 12 HP. Buster deploying. Thought it might have been the HE, but it wasn't. 4v3 for Avangar. Nothing is guaranteed, however. We've got Sanji making his way towards the B bomb site, and you can see that this distraction in mid is causing problems. How's he got here? Is he teleporting? We've still got JKS in the palace. Kika on the ramp. So this is a very interesting situation. Avangar haven't gone past the choke point of the B bomb site just yet, and that's allowing Elias to rotate back in towards B.
That's an important flashbang to try to take some position back into the bomb site. We get the flank coming in as well. J-Chem, though, he's got 12 HP and look, the information. Now they see the A is clear as well at Avangar, but do they have time? Do they feel confident to go for a rotation? There's J-Chem. Oh, 12 HP, not a single bullet landed onto him. Buster needs to get something. No, how has he done this? The bomb's down on the ground, and it's just Sanji and Kika left. There's 30 seconds to go. They have to kill J-Chem. Finally, they'll do it, but there's so much damage. What do they do now?
Down the underpass he goes again. That information from Kika may have just cost everything. They wait for the info, but there are so many flanks from Renegades, but now they've managed to go past. This is absolutely ridiculous, but where do they plant the bomb? Does he go for the inverse plant? It will be indeed. It's planted for everywhere, and Renegades won't know where the T's are. They've got no vision from short. They could be CT, they could be jungle, they could be pretty much anywhere on the map, so it's going to be a slow approach from Renegades. JKS has got 1 flashbang, which maybe he throws for Liaz. Very scary situation for Renegades.
It's incredibly scary, but I don't even know how they are making this doable, but coming 2 through ticket to try to retake this. There's no nades left on Avangar. They'll have to find good timings on the peaks. That pressure on the clock is very, very huge for Renegades. Timely peek from Kika, takes down Lias. JKS, nothing he can do. Kika takes him out this position. And oh, the whip from Gratisfaction, and James looks like he's just a little bit better.
Playing on hard mode right now, however, difficulty will be reduced somewhat with Jacob making his way over. There's initial engagement, there's one kill, instant trade though. Jacob is it, he has to deliver, but there's too many man now for Avangar in 3 different places, and they have the bomb site.
Speaking of delivering, Kika has been doing excellent work. And I don't know what Renegades can find here. But of course, they've got to go for it. Final round of this half, and Buster's waiting around the corner. It's going to have to be really fast. He's going to have to predict this one. And there you go. He does take down Buster, but there's 3 more to go, and they know where he's coming from this time. And Kika, of course, takes him out.
He's on the bench. That Molotov.
Kika's rotating.
Yeah, they're fully committing to this one. They are being baited. It's a little piece of squid on the hook, and Avangar can taste it in the water. They're all moving to the B bomb site. They've made a terrible mistake. All this for 1 frag. Where's all the commotion gone? Where are the queues? Nothing's happening.
And one key thing here as well, James, Renegades have full utility. They've walked into the A bomb site now, and they have full utility. So they, oh no! Oh, that's really bad. Buster taking down Lias, who was trying to plant the bomb. The one position that wasn't covered by smoke. This is a really huge problem right now. Of course, CT is open now as well, and bomb will go down, but the positioning is not going to be that good for Renegades. They have to fall all the way back. There's no retake utility, but there's many bodies to throw at this A bomb site. Gratisfaction and JKS trying to hold it down. Gratisfaction, he has to do it all, but it's just too overwhelming. There's Avangar retake the A bomb site.
Well, there's going to be a lot of players going towards the B bomb site. Jacob seeing the rotation, but he can't find the frag.
And now it's down to James. It's down to the B bomb site attack for Renegades. He falls back, he knows what's happening. Flashed off, flashed back. He might have to go all the way to market. Putting down the defensive smoker. Dren with the taps to take down JKS, to take down the bomb. There's the trade coming in from Lias, but James still alive. Lias takes down Buster as well. James, he won't have assistance. He has to somehow do this close range, but they'll be scoped, and his vision is obscured as well by this scope, but he may have found a position to work with. No, absolutely not. Lias says no. And the Renegades, 3 versus 2 with that bomb now ticking away.
Last 2 CTs in the market. That grenade did not do enough damage. That smoke is a problem. There's a very fast rotation from Sanji towards a short position with the AWP. Doesn't see... Oh, he does see just a barrel. It is very wall-bangable, that position. Lias forced away, but Kika gets taken out in the meantime. And maybe it's time to save. James of 3,800, so I won't do the calculations, but maybe the save is in order. Renegades forced their way in. James managed to put a smoke up to give himself a little wall to allow rotation, but he couldn't find any angles.
I've got to say as well, you know, Lias has been by far the most quiet until this round. Lias had 10 frags.
That peak was nasty.
And now he has 13. And he's starting to feel pressured here, James, on this defense, and Jacob opens things up. Nice trade from James, but can he get out of there?
Going back to the well, he is aggressive, he's angry, the bomb has been dropped, but Azza can collect it. Man advantage for Avangar, but they've got no one towards CT. They've lost Kika, the impact frag man for the squad. Renegades need to get that bomb down fast. They go for the safe plant, the bad plant, but with CT, maybe it's not so bad. Look at the rotation from the CTs. We've got Sanji making his way towards ramp. We've got James. We've got double orbs in connector. It's a weird retake. There's a chance for Renegades.
It really is. Would you want any other players from Renegades in this position with the AKs other than Azza and JKS, I wonder? As Azza looks to hold down the flank and JKS has to hold down the brunt of the attack from the connector. Azza, he's done his job. Now JKS has to combine with him to take down the remainder, and they're not looking bad, are they? James with the AK doesn't know where to go for the spray as these players are all coming from both sides. There's nowhere to look, and Renegades have done it. That raw willpower and grit and determination seems to be paying off for Renegades, but Buster, maybe an AWP shot to the chest is better. We'll have to see as JKS now takes position towards A ramp for some lurking. However, well, there's no lurking to be done because Kika's on the mission and he will exterminate JKS in that position. Now we've got 3 players left for Renegades at the beginning of this half. Aiken's found himself a position though. Maybe there's a play to be made, but Buster, he's wise to it and shuts that down, and now there's only 2 left. It just gets worse and worse here.
Buster is everywhere. Let's not forget the shot he missed earlier. He's got 3 kills regardless, and he takes the bomb. He takes control, and he delivers a kill for the
Kick off very quickly here as we see they're just going to run into the B-bomb site. That's not too bad, is it? And here comes the charge. Adren in position. Spray looking good. Nowhere to go. Adren removing absolutely every opponent from the B-bomb site. Oh my God, that
is in the utility, but they still have a chance. You don't want to go 0-3 in any half of overtime. But James, he's growing in confidence. I have to say, despite the back and forth, both teams have been confident and aggressive. No one's been shy.
Is it the end of the chapter that is Mirage, though? Or can Renegades again find a way back in? It's looking terrible. James with the peek from high. There's the shot through the smoke, and the Renegades smartly waiting that one out, but they will take position towards the bomb site. Key cut on the boost. Not able to find anything. James somehow pushes bench. How is that happening? James looking to get out of there, and he's going to manage to do that.
He wanted to go back again. MAP1 just not happening for the retake, and JKS is alone now. 1 versus 4. Once again, he's asked a lot of, but it won't happen. A 0-3
plays. Jacob looking for the plays, but Sanji's ready for that. And now there's more problems. Oh my goodness, Liaz lucky to escape there, gets a haircut courtesy of James. Sanji decides to push forwards, but into Gratisfaction he goes, and Renegades will keep tabs on middle, and it's looking good there. They've got mid control, and Avangards, they don't really have much of the map. Looks like they're going for the A push.
Jacob down, but JKS is still alive, and that's important because the bomb is going towards A. In connector at the moment, offering rifle support to Gratisfaction. They have 0 information, but surely they would expect some grenades to come in first. James, it's not the first time we've seen him lurking in this spot, but what will his timing be like? Does he take a risk? Does he have a look? You can see Buster starting to go beyond Tetris on the A bomb site. Gratisfaction has the frag, but he does not have position. JKS, we've seen him do amazing things from here in the past. 40 seconds on the clock. We've got a smoke up in default. Avoids the flashback, and he's still here, looking for the plaza. JKS all over this! Buster now, 1 versus 4. Trying to do what he can, 30 seconds. He's got to collect the bomb. He's got to collect some frags, some scalps. He's got to do some damage.
Dangerous as well, that first headshot. Takes its time. Looks for the transfer there. Expecting the trade to come in. Oh no, you almost see it happening.
What are they up to at the moment? Running distraction as it gets taken out in the meantime. Gratisfaction fighting for his life. His teammates are nowhere near him. He delivers a tag, but no frag just yet. And down he goes. Liaz is in the market. We've got 2 players in the red for Avangar in this 3v3. Sanji with the AWP. Liaz has smoke to create some space. Can they get out of this market position? Renegades are all coming from the same spot.
Swapping out for that AK-47. I think JKS killed 2 players on Cowell from the A-bomb side. That's unreal. Now, Kiko waits around the smoke all day. JKS doing more damage. He is absolutely unstoppable here. Sanji looking for the play out the window. Gets the first one. The smoke goes away just in time, though. Kiko! Oh!